Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Kryptocraft with your host, Nighthawk. I am here with a very special guest, DeWinning.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is David Wynn, or Doe Winning, and today I'm with my friend Nighthawk, and he's going to be showing me around his nice server. So,
So, yeah. So, we actually invited DeWinning to join the Kryptocraft server, well, what was it, 2 months ago?
yeah, something like that.
Right after our Race for Wool run. And unfortunately, school and everything else has been quite busy, so he hasn't had a chance to get on here yet. So,
Yep.
just for some starting materials here, did I just? Oh, that was that guy. So,
Whoa, thank you.
let's get you started here with some
Awesome.
basic stuff. I gave you 2 of the jetpacks because they tend to run out fairly quick.
Yeah.
Those are the regular ones, so that way you can at
Cool.
least get around relatively easily.
Thanks.
And so yeah, this is our sort of our main spawn area. It's, as you saw, where this our spawn. It's not overly developed yet, but maybe someday we'll get more of that. Have our nice little nether fountain that put together. There is a little trading house over here, and there's some trade stations in there if you choose to set up something. Doesn't get used as much as we'd like, but you know, everybody's busy and hasn't had time to really set up much there.
Uh huh.
But I know Fwip has one in there, and I think Lesquatch was putting something. Wow, can't talk all of a sudden. Putting something together, but I don't know what exactly. Our nice.
So,
logo.
how does it work? How do you trade in here?
If,
Never messed with something like this.
well, if you go inside, if we can get through the door here. Oh yes. No, that's his safe. You can't open his safe. I can accidentally. Huh. His is missing.
Trade-o-mat?
He had one here, but yeah. Basically, if you right-click on it, you put in what whoever owns it sets up the trade on the left side, and then when you want to trade for that, you put in the item they want in the right, and it will give you the other item.
Okay, cool.
So-
That's self-explanatory.
Relatively easy.
Yeah.
The nice black pressure plates keep all the mobs out of there.
Yeah, I've messed with those before, but I seem to never be able to get through one of those doors with the pressure plates on it. I always get stuck right before it like shuts.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. The door that you see on the hillside there is that's where we started when we rolled this map ages ago.
Uh-huh.
I think there's still a few remnants of things hanging around down there, but nothing of any use. Some of the older farms and stuff on this side. The
Is
tower
this a
that-
wheat farm? What kind of
it's
farm is this?
it has the forestry farms, and it can run pretty much anything, but it hasn't.
Yeah,
really been
I've messed
used in a
with
while.
the rubber tree farms of this mod, but I haven't really messed with this with planting other things.
Yeah, it can do all sorts of things. There's actually a tree farm down
Oh, right here, yeah.
as you can see from all the hummus and sand. Again, this one doesn't really get used much. There's a Steve's Cart tree farm that I've been using.
Oh wow, I've never messed with those, but for years, who I played with had one of those Steve's Carts farm set up.
it's a lot
in
of
his world.
The carts are a lot of fun.
Do they ever lag out? He said once in a while when he reloads a map or something, they all just disappear and he has to reset them all. Does that ever
So-
happen to you guys?
I had one. I actually had 2 carts going over here. We'll get to that in a second. And I had one of them disappear, but I don't know why.
That's weird.
So, yeah, this is the Kryptocraft Power and Light, is what I've dubbed the factory. It commonly gets referred to as the factory. It's kind of my main project around here.
Cool. Show me around.
So it's basically, it has all of the various machines and power production. There's
Oh, so
basic-
you're powering it with lava?
Well, yeah.
A little
It
bit.
started as lava. It's
Uh-huh.
transitioned a bit now. There's some of the thermal expansion machines over here. There's all sorts of GregTech and other industrial craft machines on the other side.
Yeah.
The assembly table. Ignore the portals for the moment. We'll get to those in a little bit. The storage system recently got upgraded to this wonderful storage
Whoa.
system in here. It's all
This is
powered.
insane.
It's powered by a router underneath,
Oh,
which
seriously?
is amazing. Basically, anything that goes in this all pink ender chest gets pulled into the router and stuffed into one of these barrels, or if it doesn't have a barrel, then it goes into the
So where
glass
are your
chest.
pipes? Do you set this all up to?
They're underneath. There's actually no pipes on the barrels because the router will put into any connected storage.
Wow, I've never messed with those.
So
That's awesome.
in order to connect the different walls, there is a barrel in the corner that has something that will never get stored. Or
Oh, okay.
Never cared about.
It's like a
anyway.
sorter kind of thing.
Yeah, it basically will sort into each of the barrels. The reason why they all have like wood in a bunch of them and things like that is just those are barrels that aren't assigned yet.
Yeah, I used to mess with quarries, and what I would do is I would hit pneumatic tubes up to it. So yeah, I'd kind of get with that, and then I tried messing with like pipes, and I'd have that problem where it would just stuff them in, and I'd go
Yeah.
onto each specific one, just kind of
Yeah,
empty them out.
It was using the pneumatic tubes before, and I had grand plans for that system, but I never had the time to actually do anything with it. So
Yeah, they were
this
fine.
is way better though. It's way easier.
So what's that barrel called? If I were to do it in
It's
later.
the factorization barrels.
Factorization. Okay.
If you just look for barrel is what it's at.
Right now in my private world, I have just diamond transport pipes separating everything up. So I have this crazy system. Well, it's not as nice as this, so
Oh,
I'm
you'll
not
s-
too
that's-
familiar with that.
That's the best of the sorting systems that I have set up. I've got a couple others in the B workshop we'll get to in a little bit. This is the grinder casing without the grinders. I
Uh-huh.
lost one of the grinders for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, geez. Someone
I
take
only-
it?
No, I'd only made one. I think it ended up getting creepered or something like that. I don't know for sure. We got the implosion compressor, our big blast furnace.
Nice.
The latest upgrade actually lowered its heat capacity.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I think you
changed
have
how
to
it
get
works.
this. I think
It's
you
got-
have to get this bottom one with the pink and the top.
Well,
know.
I think actually now you have to put the heating coils in it, and I just haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
It's got the lava in the middle, so it has that heat bump, but it
Yeah,
needs
you
the
think
heating
it would
coils.
go down.
Needs the heat coils to boost it the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So
So is this just one floor of it?
oh no, yeah. Well, this is one floor of it. There's a lot more to it,
Mm-hmm.
really. Up here is the industrial craft power distribution room.
Mm-hmm.
The dirt circle is a markout for a fusion reactor.
Whoa, fusion reactor. I
Yeah.
love those.
That's why it is so huge. I think I can fit it here. Come to think of it, I might not be able to. It might have to go towards the other side of the room a little bit.
What are you going to start it with? Did you have to start them up with like 40,000 EU? I think it's something like that.
40 million.
That's what I meant.
I've got
40
30
million.
Well, there's 30 million sitting right here if I were to take that, but
Oh, cool. Sorry, what did I say? Yeah,
Now-
40,000 instead of 40 million.
this is all this complicated wiring or looking wiring here.
Uh-huh.
All that does is see if all three of the MFSUs are full, and if they are, it lets power go into the matter fabricator.
Oh, and that's a downgraded version of a mass fabricator, and you can't get that in Greg's Tech, right? It disables it.
It's a special. Well, I guess you could call it a downgraded one. It's, I guess, more upgraded than downgraded, really.
Oh, really?
But it's a special. The matter fabricator works without taking any amplifiers, just slower. The matter fabricator requires the scrap or other amplifier to work.
Yeah, with
And-
with my world, I have two quarries always going, and then that tesseracts to a distribution center, and then that sends it. So I always have overloads of scrap in it, but scrap boxes I use. But I guess, yeah, I'll have to mess with it.
The barrel here still has 27,000 scrap in it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Are
I
you-
had I had it dumping all of the cobble that I had stored for a while into recyclers, and it did things.
Is this an insane? What is this? Some kind of modded, crazy barrel or something?
It has a let's see, what are they called? The now I gotta look at it. Extender.
That's fine.
No. Expander.
I'll look it up while you do.
It is the extra dimensional storage upgrade.
Extra
And
dimensional storage upgrade. There it is.
so the barrels by default will hold 64 stacks of whatever item that you put in it.
No.
They can only hold one item each, but they'll hold up 64 stacks. With the storage upgrade, they'll hold up to 1,024 stacks.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah, I've filled those, so...
Have you ever thought of taking an auto crafting table and setting that up to make scrap boxes instead of scrap, or does that work better?
I actually have the Scrapboxinator downstairs. I guess while we're here, we can go look in more detail. We might not get to everyone's stuff, but there's enough of...
There's a downstairs? Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, the downstairs is less
This is crazy.
finished. Downstairs is less finished. So, if you want to look at the... Over here is the wiring for the sorting.
Yeah,
sorting room.
I like it down here. You know what I mean? You get to see everything that happens. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like being able to access the mechanics of the different systems. I don't like having everything all tied up where you can't get to it. So basically, the router here, it pulls out of the ender chest, pumps it into the router, and this redstone energy cell here. Every time that it pulses to put items into the router, it sucks everything out of the router that might be left over. So things that don't have a barrel that they can go into will get sucked out and put into that diamond chest.
Oh, okay.
And
Is there any tutorials I could see on how to make this setup without bugging you too much?
I went over it fairly well in one of the Kryptocraft episodes. I don't recall which number off the top of my head. It was a fairly recent one, though.
Okay.
I think within the last 2 or 3 weeks at most.
Okay, I'll just check out and see what I can do.
But
Try to figure it out.
I mean, it's basically that redstone energy cell is set at a specific amount that will pull one stack of items out of it, through that tube. It charges the wooden transport pipe just enough to pull a stack of items out.
That's very confusing. That would take me a while.
It took a little while to figure out, more to figure out the power load that it required.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the colored wool that's down here is just telling me what power load those wires are at.
Oh, that's smart. I have
So
messed
that-
up so many times.
So that I don't make things disappear because I plugged the wrong power level in.
Yes, I blew up my entire house with my industrial blast furnace.
Yeah, they're a little sensitive.
My ultimate server.
Let's see. We can go down a little bit further here. This way, otherwise you...
Did you
Well, actually,
quarry
I gotta
this?
Yes. Well, yes and no. Not with a quarry. This was all done with turtles.
Yep.
So...
Well, that's awesome. That's a great way to, build your house off of. For a
yeah,
factory.
there's actually a lot of area underground that has been turtle quarried out. All over the place. So the primary power source for all the Michael Jackson power now
Oh, yeah.
is the steam.
Uh-huh.
And the steam is actually powered by bees.
Seriously? Like,
Yes.
so you have...
So all this fuel that's here and
Yeah.
the biofuel comes from bees.
I have
And-
never messed with bees, so sorry.
can
I have
see-
no idea how
Well,
that happens.
Each of these squeezers is actually pretty much maxed out with the propolis that squeezes into those fuels.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've got a little bit too much production of it right now. I probably should take one of the bees out. I think
That's awesome.
I have 3 or 4 bees that are responsible for all of that.
That is insane.
And there's also a tank of lava that's 1 floor further down, or 2 floors further down, I guess, because 1 floor is the surface layer. The old storage system was all spread out along this wall, but has since been ripped out.
Whoa.
Those were all overflow chests that are a little ridiculous.
An entire wall of chests. That's insane.
Yeah, there's also a nuclear reactor at the very bottom that doesn't have any of the cells in it right now.
Oh, dude, I don't know what it is. I love nuclear reactors, like a nuclear physicist.
Well, I'm here. Let me...
Do you guys have a setup down?
I set up to use thorium, and it's perfectly stable with the thorium, but I don't have a good way of making the thorium cells right now.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Oh,
I mean, if you wanted to go all the way to the bottom. Oh,
I didn't know it was possible to make an iron tank this large.
Oh, that's actually not even full size anymore.
Oh my gosh.
That's 7 by 7.
Usually I only make 2 million. That's my limit usually. 2 million.
This is only 7 by 7. It's actually possible to go 9 by 9 now.
Whoa, I want to try that.
It's full height, but it's
this
only
looks
7 by
great.
7. Yeah, it's... These other scaffold areas were set up to put other tanks, and the centrifuges that are over on the far side here are how we initially made all of the copper and tin that we have currently in storage. That combined with the lava.
So how do you back this up? Do you back it up like every night or something? Because I would be extremely worried, you know, have this all up here all the time.
Right now it is... I've got Forge backup runs and does a backup every 4 hours, I think it is.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. And
I'll have to look that up. I didn't know you could do that.
Well,
That's awesome.
Then every day it makes a separate one that's kept for... I think I've got dailies that are kept for a week. And then the every 4 hours are only kept for... there's only like 2 of them that are kept. It's 800 megs zipped right now, so it eats up a fair bit of space doing that. Now
But it's not too much. It's not like overkill or something.
Down this hallway, there's animal farms and things like that.
Do you want to take me down here, or is it early to see?
I was gonna ignore those for the moment.
Okay, that's fine.
For episode purposes. But if we go back up the ladder, the second big part, if you hop through that blue, through the blue portal.
Portal? Oh, yeah.
There you go. This is my bee workshop.
Yeah, I have no idea any of this stuff. I've never messed with beekeeping.
This is all the genetic stuff that I've got set up. It's horribly boring to look at most of the time. It involves staring at little windows for a ton of time. And then this is where...
like DNA or something? Liquid DNA, yeah.
Yeah, that's the liquid DNA that powers the genetic machines.
I've seen tutorials, but I've never figured out how I'd ever start with this stuff.
Well, if you want good tutorials on how to start with bees, Generic actually has some pretty good tutorials on it, so...
Okay.
What did I... Oh, shoot, I put the wrong thing in there. I gotta set up my recipe again.
That's fine.
I messed up and clicked the wrong thing out of my alveary crafter.
So I see you have those gates on your pipes.
Yes.
Made from an assembly table. I've never messed with those. Are those difficult to figure out how they work and all the configurations with all of them?
They're not too bad. It takes a little bit of initially, but a lot of it's just playing around with it to figure out how things work. I make heavy use of a creative world that locally that I use to test various things.
Oh, smart. Yeah, I should do that.
That's how I figure various things out. So this is kind of the main production floor. It's not pretty at this point. I do have some kind of fun power stuff that's changed a bit over the time down here, including.
So do you have a limited amount of a source of what do you call it, the fuel and all that, all the biofuels and stuff you guys were producing down by that iron lava tank?
Well, those 2 tanks of fuel are what actually power this steam boiler as well. It's pulling fuel from one of those tanks.
Oh, okay.
And it makes so much. I mean, like you saw, that tank is completely full, and the pipes going into the tank are completely full. The refineries are completely full, and the squeezer that pumps into the
That's
refineries are full.
Do you think you need a new steam what do you call it, boiler?
I could run at least one more steam boiler on the production of fuel that I've got right now.
Wow.
Right now, the 2 steam boilers that we have are powering all of these steam engines are the main thing they're powering. And these are all necessary to power my bee genetic machines when I've got them fully running.
Oh, okay.
It actually, produces, I think, 164 MJ per tick.
So this would be insane for a quarry if you were to tesseract it.
Well, your quarry wouldn't run. It would actually produce far more than the quarry can use.
So what is the limit? I thought it used to be about 100 MJ. What is it now for a quarry's max use? Is it around 50?
Something like that, I want to say, is what it's at.
Okay.
I don't know for sure where it's at. I haven't used quarries in quite a while.
Yeah, and then if you tesseract it, I think it takes 25% if you energy tesseract it. So
yes,
that would
this is one of the other tanks that's kind of hidden, full of honey.
What do you do with the honey?
It's mainly for making the alveary blocks right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically
have
the
to look
scented
that up.
paneling. But anyway, the fun part, we'll go in the main entrance because this is the side that I've actually started working on decorating.
I love how this is like all into this area. Like I have no idea where I am right now. You just took me across your factory,
okay,
and
well,
now I'm by this mountain.
well,
It's awesome how much stuff you guys got.
Yeah, so just for a reference on where you're at, if you come out the other side of here, there's the starting hill and spawn area.
Oh, that's where you. Okay.
So we're not really that far from where the factory is, and the house over there is my house of perpetual uncompletion.
Perpetual uncompletion?
Yes, because it'll never be finished. But this part here is kind of my favorite project overall. A ridiculously large project, but very cool. This is what I refer to as the Bee Mountain.
The Bee Mountain.
Yes, because this is where I have all my alvearies. All the bees that are running are in here. I've started switching over to the flooring to these glass viewers so you can actually see the pipes underneath, which I think is amazing. You can watch the stuff go,
everything fly down
those pipes, and I think I'm going to have to enclose the pipes a little bit more on the bottom just so that it's less visible down below, but I think it looks
awesome.
Amazing this way. And it spreads out all over the place. If you look at the mini-map, it just spreads all over.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I just hit X. That's insane. That's unbelievable. I saw a guy with a tutorial and he had, I think, like 2 of them. And it was like a big improvement to his bee setup, even though I had no idea what he was doing.
You'll also notice that you get, by hanging out in this mountain, you'll get XP and regen effects on a regular basis. Depending on
I'm at XP, level 3 already. And I haven't really done anything.
Exactly. Depending on exactly where you are in this whole facility, the bees that give experience and regen are kind of spread out.
Yeah.
All of the hives that actually have bees in them do one or the other. But I couldn't tell you which is which just because I have them. They're just kind of random. Whatever.
Would it be possible to just leave your desktop online when you leave for if you're going somewhere or something, and then just max out your XP or something? Is that possible, or do you have to be moving?
You could, but I wouldn't. Well, you don't have to be moving, but I would not recommend doing that in any open fashion. Even with it lit up as it is, there's still
Creepers.
There's still things that spawn all over the place.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've had to rebuild some of the stuff in the main workshop area.
That's just so annoying.
Because I'll be looking through a chest and hear the sizzle and not be able to do anything about it. And have a chest blown to pieces.
Yeah, usually when I'm on
annoying.
servers, I have to have no explosions if a creeper goes off. It seems like that's always the case for me.
Yeah,
because everything explodes.
I've thought about setting that, but the no creeper griefing. Oh yeah, down here is. This is all of.
Sorry, I fell.
This is all the inner workings of it, and you can see all the all these Antarctic gates and
This is crazy.
other
I love
fancy
how you
pipes.
do this. This how your setup is all. This has kind of been the theme that you have something below it. I'm kind of, I don't think it through, and I always have just stuff, pipes all above it, and all this random stuff you have to like jump through or have a jetpack to get past these pipes.
Oh,
This is
believe
really
me,
smart how you put below it.
there are places that is the case. This is by far the most complicated. Well, not really complicated, but most sprawling set of pipes that I've got going. Just because of it connects to all of the alvearies and they're all over the place. So
Yeah, this is crazy. So you made turtles to dig down with
well,
this?
all of this is actually dug out by hand.
Oh, wow.
But digging all this out actually goes really fast. I've got an efficiency 4 drill and it goes like crazy.
Have you ever used that Vahara? The insane.
I know about it. I haven't made one.
Oh my gosh, you'd love them.
I probably have the stuff to make it, but I haven't made one.
Yeah. I guess it's harder to do it with when you have Greg's tech on. I did it once with Direwolf, which isn't as hard, but yeah, they're a lot of fun to mess around with.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. But
And you got this all set up for even more.
Oh yeah, there's spots for a ton more alvearies. I think I'm up to like 30 or 35 of them right now.
Whoa.
Most of them, there's a lot of them that don't have bees in them though.
Yeah, that's still fine.
I just haven't. I have bees that I could put in them, but I just don't need the outputs from those bees, so I've just been making more alvearies to stick in here for no apparent reason.
Just for looks.
Because it looks awesome.
Oh, it does.
So
Have you ever messed with inverted, what are they called? Lamps? White lamps or something like that? I'll quick look it up so I don't...
Look
They're
up.
these awesome lamps.
Just look up. If you look above you, where you're standing right now, there's inverted lamps right above you.
Oh. Whoops. Didn't see those. Yeah, what am I thinking? How else would this be lighted?
Now,
Yeah,
I do
all the
have
way
torches
down
in
here.
some of those places because I haven't made enough of the lamps yet. But
Yeah. But all down here, I haven't seen any torches, and I've just assumed that it was just being lit for no reason. Yeah, these lamps are amazing.
yeah, I'm using mostly those. I still haven't figured out how I want to do all the lighting for sure yet. This entryway here is kind of what I have in mind for flooring,
Yeah.
but I'm still not entirely sold on it. I like the Thaumcraft glass better, but at least these glass viewers are at least connected on the middle.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
The glass blocks are just annoying. They don't join well.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Have you ever thought of like putting pistons in this doorway with like? Sorry, I cut you off. With like those obsidian pressure plates that you click on, and then there's like this hidden door that opens. I saw that on like one of the Yoggcast videos. I thought that was pretty interesting.
There's a variety of things I could do for doorways. I kind of like it open.
Oh, okay.
I may do something to close off the access to the maintenance area once I actually have things more completed, but
Yeah, this is great.
I kind of like because it's more natural stuff too, so having it open to the air kind of feels right. This other alveary out here is my mutation alveary.
Okay.
That's its whole purpose in life, and whenever I'm doing mutations on the bees, that's where I do that. It's got the mutators so that I can...
Well, I guess I have a lot of stuff to learn about beekeeping.
Yeah, I've actually was not very interested in it until watching Generic a ton and how many things that you can do with these bees. It's pretty insane.
Yeah. I'm level 14 already from just walking in there.
Oh yeah, that's not even very high density of those bees either.
Oh,
There's a couple of tunnels that have more than others.
that would be amazing just to keep it on. Not with creepers on the server, but
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sitting at level 66 right now, and most of that is from the bees.
that's insane.
So, anyway, that's pretty much all of my stuff. I think I'm going to wrap up my episode here, and we can go hop through the portals and go check out some of the other guys' stuff as well.
Okay, so yeah, thanks for showing me around. So I guess we're gonna end the video here, or do you want to make a new episode of checking out their stuff, or do you want it?
You can make one
One
of
full thing.
Well, you can make that for theirs if you'd like. For me, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and definitely check out DeWinning's channel. I'm sure he'll be making more cool videos of various types. He does a lot of other stuff besides Minecraft as well. And we're very happy to have him on the server.
Yeah,
And
thanks
with
for
that-
having me, man.
With that, we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.